about the accessories. There's not much more you can say about the iPad, other than, in my opinion, it kind of blows. But that's not why you called me. Yeah, an oversized iTouch, first generation iTouch. Whereas my iPhone, has a camera. Why this doesn't have a camera is just beyond me. Other than it's just their business model to sort of bring out the camera in the next generation and bring out video in the subsequent generation, and all the iPod lovers will just capitulate and praise Steve Jobs as if he's the king of the world. But that's another story altogether. But no, I do think that our clothing line, in conjunction with, I do think it's game changing, despite the fact it's not as good as I want it to be. And I think that there is no item of clothing out there that will enable you to carry it so comfortably. And it's not even that unwieldy, to be honest with you, a netbook. I mean, I have one of the more expensive and thus heavier netbooks, and it fits in there just fine. A Kindle fits in there perfectly, which is probably the most similar to, I think, the iPad. I'm trying to remember the name. So no, I'm certain it fits. I mean, if you're watching me now, it was designed to fit this, a legal pad. Okay, so it was designed to fit a legal pad. So, and I can show you right now, if you'd like, any variety of the garments that I have sitting here, that how easily this will go in. If you go ScottyVest, you look at my email signature, or Scotty, it's scottevest.com/connect, CONNECT. Um, you'll be able to see. So I mean, you can see me. I mean, this is bigger. We measured. The measurements that were provided on the iPad. This is bigger. 8.5. This is actually what's a legal pad? I forgot the size. It's a standard size. I don't know why. 8.5 by 11 3/4, and this typically fits. On the small sizes, the women's small and the men's small. The vest and the essential jacket, I mean, it won't fit. It's just, there's not a big enough panel. But on the medium sizes on up, across the line of the jackets, it does fit. Up to triple X large, it'll fit many times. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think we're changing the name of that pocket to the tab pocket, TAB. But I mean, that's irrelevant. That's just marketing. Yesterday. Oh, we've gotten moments after, and this is I think kind of newsworthy. Hopefully, Matt, you're watching this and can put this in the press release. I mean, literally moments after Jobs' speech, we started getting phone calls asking whether it will fit, and within an hour, the slide was up on our homepage. But completely aside, although you do fashion, I mean, our phones didn't ring and no emails came in until after Steve Jobs was done. I've never seen anything like it before. I'd be fascinated to see the real effect of Steve Jobs on the economy for 2 hours during that. I mean, it's insane. So, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I think people are clamoring. If you think about it, I think the legal pad that I'm showing is bigger than the iPad. So what are you gonna do? You walk around holding it? I mean, if you have a travel vest. That's, and it's, we've changed the focus of our company since we last spoke, to a travel clothing company, from a kind of a geek focused marketing, and it's been immensely. We've doubled in business, more than doubled. I mean, year to date, we're 120% higher than the last January, and our Q4 was just insane. And this is building on our previously great period. One of the problems with our line historically was, how do you explain what it does? It's got all these pockets. It's got this personal area network. Who's our target market? And as a result, we were marketing to everyone and no one all at once. And just magically, on October 20th, we relaunched our website and had this great catalog with, as a result of our customers telling us that they primarily like to use our stuff for travel purposes. And we call our new slogan is "For the Trip of Your Life," with the expectation that you'll buy it for a trip, but you'll use it for your life, because once you get used to it's a paradigm shifting way to think about clothing. And we're coming out. I'm trying to think that New York Times just broke this last Sunday, so it's pretty current. But we're coming out with a trench coat in the fall. We don't have any samples yet. I'd be happy to talk to you about it when we do. That will wrap up into its own carry-on bag that will enable you to go away for the weekend and maximize the limitation on carry-ons. And you'll be able to put a few shirts in there, some socks, some underwear, some toiletries. Walk through the security, put it on the security as though it's your coat, and then wrap it all up into itself. It packs into itself. Put it above the carry-on area. Get to your destination. Unload your trench coat into your dresser and have a coat. And I mean, you'd have to be It is. I've got some videos and stuff. Nothing. We're still nailing down fabrics and stuff. But Matt, hopefully you can take a note to make sure that we reach out to Adam once we get that trench coat. We're getting a lot of buzz. We're in Sun Valley, Idaho, or Ketchum, Idaho. We moved from Chicago, where we started. I'm not sure you're familiar with Sun Valley. It's kind of a destination ski resort. That's the travel vest. That's $100, and all the other jackets will fit it. With the exception of the hoodies, because that's a single layer garment. But any of the other jackets, shown on our website have a pub pocket, and they'll fit it. So, thank you so much for thinking of us. We really appreciate it. Love to get any chance of getting in the print edition, or. Matt's listening. I'm going to ask him to send you a rough draft of the press release. When, at the end of the evening, it might not have my eyes proofed on it and stuff, but you'll at least have something to draw from. You have enough to do the blog for sure. Thanks so much for reaching out. It's amazing how things come around. All right, take care. Bye bye, Adam. Cool. So watch what I'm going to do now.